What is up? I hope you all brought your snacks. Oh, man. I didn't go live yesterday because I was busy. Had some things going on. I've been going to bed pretty early so I can be getting up to be going to the gym. Chris Konski, my man, what's going on? I haven't filled you in yet, mate. I made it a bit of a priority to go live tonight because things happened today, and it just gave me the the want to get a show out, just to pump a show out. So, plain reality, what's going on, my friend? Yeah, so what's been going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Shit Vegan Show. I hope you got your snacks ready. Your vegan snacks, obviously. We got no time for any animal products on this show. Yeah, I make content. I don't care who views it. I don't care who shares it. I don't care who talks shit about me. Like, I don't care, because what that does for me, right, is if it's worth anything, it means that I can use what you say about me to create more content. So thank you. Chris Konski, I won't be able to watch the whole stream. I'll catch up on it. Let it out. C word. If you want to catch the Shit Vegan Show, you can catch the Shit Vegan Show on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/shitvegans, which is, if you're watching it live right now, that's where you are. Excuse me. But I export it across to YouTube afterwards. And if it's good enough, I also put it on Spotify. So if you're listening to it on Spotify, please feel free to chuck it on in your car on your way to work, chuck it on in your car on your way to wherever you're going. Unleash your wrath, Chris Konski, my man. Yeah, so got a few people coming in, piling in. So what happened today was I was at work, working from home, and a friend of mine shared me a screenshot of something that someone had said about me on Facebook. Now, the person who said these things about me on Facebook has blocked me months ago. The funny thing is, they're still using, like, blocking someone means that you don't want to see anything from them, you don't want to interact with them, you don't want anything to do with them, right? Well, I mean, at least that's what you think the block button's for. But what's happened, and I think it's quite a coward move, a weak, something really weak, like a really weak move. Yeah, so I made a post on Facebook a couple of days ago, I think it was, yeah. And it's to do with one of the situations that's happening in America. Now, in an attempt to avoid the buzzwords to stop me from being, I guess, censored online, I'm gonna try not to use as many of the words that will get me censored, because I want as many people to see this as possible. There's a current conversation going on in America right now that they're trying to, a lot of people are trying to move to ban an inanimate object. Now, this inanimate object can be used by people who have mental illnesses to hurt others. I don't think it's the problem of the inanimate object. I think it's the problem of the person who was using the inanimate object. Now, I haven't gone through and I have not gone through and beeped out the words on the screenshots, which is something that I might actually do right now. So that way, if it does go on the interwebs somewhere, I can just easily take the... There we go. I'll get rid of one letter. All right. Take them away. All right, so I'll bring this up. And this guy, his name, Sean Curry. I've been waiting a while for him to slip up enough for me to be able to use his name in a show or to be able to call him out. Now, he goes by Sean C on Facebook. Now, he blocked me months ago, or months, years, I don't know how long ago, right? So I made a post saying they want to take the ns away so tyranny is easier to install. Now, what I mean by that is exactly what I say. That's what I think is happening. Now, I say these things in order to not necessarily get a reaction, but to get a conversation going. So people can actually talk about it. Now, I'm not one to hold the default position anymore. I used to hold default positions on a lot of different topics because the default position is the easy one to fall back into. I changed my views when my views were challenged. I heard a debate from one side and I heard the debate from the other side. And guess what? The most compelling one got me. Because I think I think I'm smart enough to make decisions using my own mind. So he says here, some of you on here still follow this human, referring to me. The day of the massacre of 19 children and 2 teachers, he posts this. The post. To clarify, this is the Nick Hancock from Adelaide, South Australia, not the one from New Zealand, both ARAs or animal rights activists. Now, like I said before, isn't the point of blocking someone so you don't see anything that they want to post? Now, he blocked me because I called him out previously on one of his views. I tried to challenge him on one of the views that he holds, and he blocked me because he didn't want to have a rational conversation about it. Now, he probably is one to come and say, oh, but the views you hold are irrational. And that's where a conversation can start. So, Sean, if you're watching this, or if you end up watching this, and oh, hey, Tia, what's going on? Tia Torture, what's going on? The guy's name's Sean Curry. Yep. Oh, Sean. Yep. So, I once challenged him on his views, long time ago, as to the reasoning why or how he got to his position, and the reasoning as to why my position is different. And, yeah, I was blocked. Now, I think this guy's, I don't know, mid-50s? Mid-50s? Big scribble tattoo on his neck. Yeah, mid-50s, I think, yeah. So, I mean, age, I guess, doesn't matter. I mean, if you're mid-50s, I guess you can identify as whatever age you want these days, right? Because I think that's quite a childish thing. You know? So we've got a bit of a conversation going in the chat. But yeah, welcome everyone. Welcome. So yeah, I made this post and Sean thought he'd take my words and share them into his echo chamber. Now you can see here it says that it's to his friends. And luckily I have some friends who are friends with him. So it all got to me. I blocked Sean because he was being rude to me on a post I made about the you know what. All right, so we got some more. So I'll go through the comments that were left. Now, what's really interesting is some of the comments that were left by people who are, I don't know, some are considered, I don't know, in some sort of position in the vegan community here in Adelaide. So we've got here. Now, I think this is all absolutely 100% justified, me sharing all of this because of the things that are being said about me. So we've got Mim Hane. She's blocked me too. She said, Jesus Christ, he's such a piece of shit. Let's talk about it. Let's debate. Why do you block me? Why not talk to me about it? You know? It's just, it's piss poor. It's pathetic. And I think these children, because I'm not sure whether they're of any sort of age of, I don't know, age to which is considered capable enough to have some level of a rational brain inside their heads. And then Sean goes to reply, that's being kind. I didn't see what's next after that. I not only don't want blah, 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 and then Sean goes to say same. And then Lee McBride, of all people, I never thought she would actually go public with anything that she would say or what she thinks. Now, Lee McBride is the director of the Adelaide Vegan Festival. She's also the director of the Vegan Palooza and the director of the gin festival called Gincident. Now, what she said about me was WTAF, and I thought he couldn't go lower. Now, I did some work for a cafe a couple of weeks ago, and I was washing the dishes and I was handing out the drinks to people who ordered their drinks after they ordered them. And I was excited to see Lee. She rocked up. She was there with a couple of friends, sitting down, having a coffee. And I made sure that she had a good experience at the cafe. I made sure that when she was being served, I referred to her, to the person who was serving her, as, I said, this is vegan royalty right here. You take good care of her, all right? I referred to Lee McBride as vegan royalty because I care. I care. I told her that there were some good vegan options on the menu at this cafe. It's not a vegan cafe. What really upsets me is the fact that these views are now public. And now I'm here defending my own position. And I'm defending myself because these people in this echo chamber will not sit there and give me the opportunity to be able to talk my position forward, to be able to push my position forward and have it discussed and have it rationalized. Now, I expect that after me going live and talking about this right now, that I'm going to be, I don't know, maybe banned or not able to attend any of the festivals that are being held because of, I don't know, because of my views and because of the things that I say online. Now, if I were to press these people on the things that I say and the reasons as to why I am to be, I guess, I don't know, banned from these festivals or whatever, and I say, hey, why? What did I say? They'll say, oh, you said something on the internet. Okay, what? Oh, it was a couple of months ago. When? You're banned. Doesn't matter. Why? They will never, ever, ever be able to put something down to say why. Now, if they were to say what I said on Facebook here, if they were to come back and say, oh, it's because you said they want to take the beep away so tyranny is easier to install. How does me saying that stop me from attending somewhere? I don't own any of these inanimate objects and I don't ever want to use one. I just don't think that that's the reason why or the thing that caused what happened in America. I'm getting fiery because it's such a fiery thing to me, because I say the things that I say in order to have a conversation about it. And these people stand and take my words and put them in their own echo chamber, and then they try and churn out something, trying to cancel me. But tell you what, guess what? All you're doing is creating more content for me and letting me use my own platform to be able to defend my own positions. So thank you. I appreciate what you've done for me. Now, some people may think that I'm feeding into this and trying to cause further divide in the movement. I don't think so. I think what I'm doing is showing people who we have advocating for a certain lifestyle. Now, how do you expect any sort of movement to be able to move forward with any people who have rational brain cells inside their head, to expect that this movement has any sort of credibility when the people who make these inflammatory statements or accusations against someone can't even defend their own position? Now, I'm willing to defend everything I say because this little earth symbol right here, it indicates that what I say is public for the whole world to see. I think whatever goes online is fair game anyway. But let's move on. Let's see what else. Let's see what else has been said. All right. I'm just going to read through. Oh, here's another one. All right. So here, this guy here, Dwayne Featherstone, his name is. Does that name ring a bell to anyone? Does that name ring a bell? Not sure if you guys know who that is, but that is this guy. Remember this guy?
Feel free to come on the show.
It's this guy right here. A guy who, when I'm sitting down having a beer with some friends at the vegan festival, who Lee McBride is the director of, I'm sitting down having a beer and this guy comes up.
Shit Vegan Show. You're welcome.
Oh, like you're a shit vegan? Yeah, you are. The only reason you're a fucking vegan is for your fucking ego, man. Not for the animals, for your fucking ego.
Oh my God.
This is good content.
This guy, right? We're going to share it again.
This is because it's so cringe. I think it's quite cringe, like really.
Look at this guy.
Because it's quite cringe.
If you care about animals.
I think.
Yeah, hey, I know Melissa. That's Melissa. That's my friend Melissa. I know Melissa. Yep. I feel the same way.
The only thing you
care about is your fucking
So this guy calls me the C word to my face. Right to my face. And this is the only thing that he can do to do anything to me. He can't have a rational conversation with me. I invited these guys on the Shit Vegan Show to, I don't know, to raise concerns with the things, raise concerns or raise their issues with me. But nah. They can't have a rational conversation. Now, that's that guy. That guy. Now, I don't think much of him. You know, I think he's a bit of a simp. I think that he's just a bit of a beta male who is probably someone who would end up doing what happened in America. I don't know. Someone or everyone, don't tell him where I live because I don't want to get, you know. Yep, simp or beta. That's right, Tia, for sure. Yep, and tell you what. Also, this is just great because all of these people I've had dealings with. So we've got Haley Ray Spicer. We were friends. We hung out a little bit. I don't know what happened there. Ryan James, laughing at some of the things that I say. He goes on to say things further in the background. Now, also here, Jess Marie Traino. Now, she says here, he's an embarrassment, in my opinion. Now, these words are coming from someone who suffers from the harshnesses of reality, right? And I think it's very, very hypocritical of someone who suffers from the harshnesses of reality without even naming any of the issues, because we've had conversations about the issues that Jess faces. We've had conversations, private conversations. I think it's very hypocritical to say he's an embarrassment, in my opinion, when if I or anyone else were to say that about her, who knows what would happen. Very hypocritical. Jess, you created more content for me. And I'll continue to do this whilst people are still running my name. Because all it does is create content, and I get traction to my shit because of the things that you say. And I think, I don't know, probably I'm going to make some more content out of this in the future, because this is now on the record. It's on the record. So what else? Let me go through some more and see. All right, so where are we? Let's go to, here we go. She goes on to say more. He's an embarrassing IMO. And then Sean says, to the human race, oh, Sean. And then she goes, 100%. His arrogance and lack of self-awareness does a lot of harm. I would argue it does harm to the reputation of vegans. I don't want him as an example of what vegans are like. It doesn't matter what vegans are like. Okay? Just like it doesn't matter what feminists are like. The message that they're putting forward is something that needs to be listened to. Then Sean goes on to say, I think he's pretty self-aware. He knows what he's doing. His aim is to upset and offend. He gets off on it. And she responds, Sean C. Yuck. Oh, yuck. So, oh my God. I can just imagine these children just stomping their feet. Oh, Nick said something that pissed me off. And Christina, yeah, I expected more. I expected more. You know, most of these people were on my friends list, and they could easily message me privately or make a comment on my posts and say, hey, Nick, I disagree. Okay, you disagree? Let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. Let's open the conversation up. Nope. I'm just going to go onto an echo chamber where Nick can't see, and I'm going to badmouth him over there. Yeah, that's piss poor, pathetic, and weak. Absolutely disgusting behavior. I'd expect more. I'd expect less from a 3-year-old. If I'm being truly honest. Tia, yes, I remember you used to be friends with him. Disagreeing doesn't mean bagging people out. There's no common sense with that mob. Yeah, and the thing is, I think I'm absolutely 100% justified to be bagging these people out, because all I'm doing is sharing what they're saying about me and adding my own defense to it. Emma Cook, I have no idea who you are. And I think I'm glad. Ruth Norris, yeah, we used to be friends too. I used to be friends with him, thinking that he was an advocate for animals, against animal cruelty and pro-vegan. But he has shown himself to be a cruel individual numerous times. I unfriended him some time ago, not understanding his agenda at all. Yeah, I don't care. Like you, I think, Ruth, you were just someone who I had as like a number booster. I don't know. And then Sean goes on to say, Ruth Norris, he was a friend in real life. Oh, Lord, how we get things wrong sometimes. Yeah, Sean, you and I were friends once upon a time. You told me some pretty intimate things about yourself. And yeah, those things I'll never share. So you know, I guess I'm the one here that has the more integrity. Then Christina Jarvis, she goes on to say, I still think Nick has lovely sides to him, Sean. I'm sure what's going on with the stuff he posts. I'm not sure what's going on with the stuff he posts. He was extremely welcoming to me when I joined AV. I'm not excusing some of his comments, but I'm saying he is multifaceted like all of us. Thanks, Christina. I really appreciate that. However, what you said here doesn't negate what you said elsewhere. Okay. Oh, here's one here. Hang on. Let's say there was one from Katie Singer. I knew him prior to being vegan, and he was always an antagonist or devil's advocate. But before it was against veganism. I was in the same friends group about 14 years ago. He seemed normal, but online he would always argue, especially on my vegan post. I ended up blocking him and forgot he existed. Yeah, I do remember somewhat being antagonistic against vegans. Yeah, I was. I absolutely was, and I've been open about that the whole time. She goes on to say, perhaps we should cleanse our palate and block him. I don't really care about you, so it doesn't matter. And then she also says down here, he was always a shit stirrer, even IRL. He would ask about my ethics in front of a group of non-vegans to make me uncomfortable and argue. This is like 14 years ago when I was like 18. It's just who he is. Edgelord, says the one in an echo chamber. There was some more. There was another one there that I wanted to speak about as well. Something about talking about shit vegans. Ryan James, how many followers does shit vegans have? How long has he been doing this? How much money has he spent trying to be an internet celebrity? If he has any substance, he wouldn't even need to work. But it's not gone the way he's planned at all. Then Sean goes on to say, the irony is he wants to be the next Joey. Joey wouldn't have anything to do with this kind of behavior. That's because Joey doesn't talk about things other than veganism. I do. And to be honest, I don't know if you're right there, Sean. Yeah, but those specific people bag people out behind their backs all the time. I want nothing to do with them. Yeah, because you're a decent person. I promise you they wouldn't do it to you. They would spill everything they have disclosed in the past. Zero integrity. Yeah, you were intense, but you weren't rude or won't listen or not listen. Initially wasn't friends with you, Nick, because I assumed you were close to those people. Because I assumed you were close to those people. And like I said to Chris, I realised Nick is one of us, lol. Yeah, I mean, I like to think that I'm an open person who wants to be able to have conversations. But yeah, the things I say on Facebook are intense sometimes. But the reason they're intense on Facebook is because Facebook is such a hostile environment. And because it's such a hostile environment, things have to be said that are hostile in order to break through and to get a conversation going. I've made threads that have had almost 500 comments before. 300 comments, 200 comments, 400 comments. I once had a thread that was going the entirety of a Christmas day. Goodness me. And the thing about Ryan, right? I really like Ryan. Well, at least I think I did. Ryan and I, we were kind of colleagues, I guess, when we were doing the vegan festival stuff together. And, we talked a bit online, and one time he went off on me online. I messaged him privately, and I said, hey, Ryan, come on, man. I don't think what you're saying there is correct, and these are the reasons why. I think you're a good guy. I just think you're misguided on this, and here are the reasons why. He responded saying, oh, how can I be angry at you when you're just such a nice guy? He said that to me. I'm not going to bring up the conversation. I'm just going to talk about it. I mean, if you want proof that this actually happened, I'm willing to share it. But this is what happened in our inbox, in our private inbox. And then we came to some sort of middle ground. He disagreed with my position and I disagreed with his. And then we made up. It was fine. And then something else happened online. He then calls me a racist, a right-wing extremist, a sexist, a transphobe, all this shit. And I said, hey, Ryan, you better be able to back that shit up. And then he blocked me. He then unblocked me a day later, and he responded to me saying, "Oh, you're right, Nick. I regret what I said to you, and I'm sorry." And then we were fine again. I gave him a second chance. And then this guy, he goes on to say more. He goes on to say what I just said before. Now, the thing with me doing Shit Vegans, I don't care about who is following me, about who likes my content. I do promote people liking it. I do promote people sharing it. I do promote people to comment. But that's just part of, you know, if you want to have some sort of online presence, you promote that shit. Now, I'm not trying to be a celebrity. I'm just doing something. Doing something that I have the ability to do. I have all this equipment and all this gear. What am I going to do with it? What, just sit here and not do anything? Now, if anyone wants to start up something like this, don't listen to these people. These people should be able to give you the strength and the courage to be able to stand the fuck up and speak the fuck out for what you hold dear to you and what you hold in your heart. Oh, God damn. Yeah. So it's just one of those things. Let's go through and see some more. Or at least discuss the things civilly, Tia goes on to say in the chat. And Avery, Queen Phoenix, thank you for being here again. Really appreciate you. No one should be putting anyone down for speaking out for what they believe in. I agree. If they don't like what you have got to say, either or discuss, or shut the fuck up. Totally agree. Yeah, so what I might do is I might go into my private messages. Now, yeah, okay. I'm going to do it. So this is the last thing that I said to Lee. I'm just going to take a screen snip of it so then it's not, so that I'm not sharing anything else that's private. So this is the last thing that I said to her. This was before she blocked me, right after she got these messages. I said, in quotation marks, I didn't think you could go any lower, which paraphrasing what she said. And then I fed her words back to her through the screenshot. WTAF, and I thought he couldn't go any lower. And then I responded saying, guaranteed you won't respond, but just letting you know that I see it all. And I told her that I refer to her as royalty. Because I do, Lee. I mean, at least I did. I referred to you as royalty in the past. To others. Just because we hold different views. My views don't have any bearing on anything to do with the world. Now we got Avery here. I held her quite highly myself. Yeah, so did I. I held her extremely high. So much so that in the past, I've spoken out about certain things. And she's asked me politely to just back off. And I've obliged. Because she probably didn't want me to shake the nest. But yeah. If I get banned from the vegan festival, you better believe I'll be standing out front with a table and a sign, and I'll be protesting. I'll be boycotting, because who the fuck wants a movement that isn't true? You know? The vegan festival. Absolutely the plant-based festival. because we got people in there profiting off the vegan movement. Yeah, I've been holding off saying that. Oh, but it's the biggest activism event in Australia. Activism promotes animal ethics. Any business who rocks up to the vegan festival to sell their products is doing it for profit, not doing it because they care about animals. If you disagree, Lee, let's talk about it. The only conversations we're ever having again are on record. You blocked me after this. I thought you were an adult and were able to have a rational conversation. And I have no substance. This guy. Also, Ryan. Righto. All right, so I can bring this up. So I also shared Ryan's words to him. I said, hey, brother, I saw every single word you said about me on Sean's post. Can't say it to me personally. He said this to me back in December. I just want to say I regret what I said to you online, and I think it was out of line. I don't want to make excuses for myself, but I feel like I've not only let you down, but I've let myself also. And it's bugging me. I want to apologize, and dude, I'm seriously sorry for abusing you and lashing out in a really shit way. As for the subject matter, after reading your subsequent posts, I can understand your position. I don't think we'll ever see 100% eye to eye on this shit, mate. But I just want to reach out and apologize for my behavior. And I regret it. And I responded saying, brother, I'll have to listen to that prior to putting that out. But yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. And then, I said to him, the amount of times I've spoken to you... Hang on, what did he say? Yeah. The amount of times I've spoken to you privately, yet you still talk shit about me online. You know I hold views that others don't. The thing is, I put my views out there so they can be debated, not so people can screenshot them and then share them within their echo chamber where I have no opportunity to defend myself. Piss poor, piss weak, and are you going to regret that too? If you do, why would I even fucking take any of it seriously? Absolutely disgusting. Children, childish, pathetic. But anyways, you're on the Shit Vegan Show, and it is Tuesday. I started a new job yesterday, working from home, making more than what I was doing after 12 years in my previous roles. God damn. I got some work to do tonight as well. But yeah, the new job's going good, Avery. It's going good. I'm just in the learning training phases at the moment. But yeah, I've got my work laptop. I set it up on this monitor, and yeah, everything seems to work fine after that. So, but yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there. I've been live for 40 minutes. I think I've got out enough of what I needed to say. And yeah, if any of you children see this, just know that I'm still willing to discuss my views with you. Just unblock me and we'll be able to have a chat about it. But the thing is, we can chat. But anything you say to me and anything I say to you is going to be on the record. So yeah, this has been the Shit Vegan Show for another week. It was going to happen on Thursday, but turns out it got done tonight. Shout out to my housemate. getting the job done. And shout out to Betty. She's here just being lovely, being kind, not getting involved. She's just got in there. So yeah, to everyone who's here listening, that has just exhausted me. And yeah, I'm going to go to bed because I'm going to get up really early and go to the gym again tomorrow. So, everyone, welcome to the Shit Vegan Show. I'll catch you again next week. Until then, hit me up online. Do all the things. This is Chris Delaney with Hello Human, You Man. Go and get it. Such a beautiful guy. I haven't seen him for a long time. Chris Delaney on the Shit Vegan Show. There's a good part that I really like coming up. I'm not sure where Chris Delaney's been at, actually. He's a bit of a nomad. Getting around the joint. But yeah. Catch you later from the Shit Vegan Show. Peace.